Today, I want to talk about jelly rolls. No, not this kind of jelly roll, or this one. The jelly roll I want to talk about was for writing, drawing, and, in some cases, creating body art. This is the story of jelly roll and the extreme popularity of gel pens in the late 1990s and early 2000s. In 1999, Asra Q Nomani of the Wall Street Journal made a strange observation. All over America, kids are turning themselves and pals into graffiti walls. They are drawing pictures and scrawling notes over hands, arms, ankles, and even cheeks. And they were doing so with the help of a pen. A gel pen. Gel pens are exactly what they sound like. They're a type of pen that uses a water-based gel ink. The gel ink glides smoothly on paper and comes in all kinds of vivid colors and varieties. Now, gel pens were not new in 1999. They were first invented in the 1980s for the Japanese market by pen and crayon maker Sakura. At the time, Sakura wanted to expand into the market of rollerball pens, or pens that use fluid, water-based ink. But Sakura was late to the game. There were already several rollerball pen manufacturers in Japan, and there were even more overseas.
Go with the flow.
Hey, can I borrow your pen? My marker's turned to mush.
Philip, you gotta go with the flow.
The new Bic roller lets you go with the flow and go, because our point won't turn to mush no matter how hard you push. The Bic roller, go with the flow.
If Sakura wanted to break into the market, it needed to come up with something unique. Enter Shigeyasu Inoue and Sakura's research and development team. Inoue and the team decided to do something that no other pen maker had done before: create a pen with gel-based ink. Gel is in a solid form until it's moved. Once moved, it becomes viscous. This meant gel would give ink a smooth, consistent flow throughout the life of the pen, unlike other pens on the market whose inks were subject to gravity or pressure to flow. Inoue and the R&D team set to work testing different kinds of materials for creating the gel ink formula. Agar, grated yam, and egg whites were among the thousands of ingredients considered. As Inoue recalled, "In the beginning, we failed many times. Each time we developed a prototype, we discovered a whole new set of problems, complicating the task. We spent endless hours studying each problem, resolving them one by one. There were many ideas, and many led to a dead end. Others had merit, but could only be tried once we had other issues solved. It was a very difficult process." The team resorted to checking newspapers, magazines, catalogs, and other literature for inspiration. A chemical trade magazine ultimately had the answer. Inside, Inoue saw an ad for a thickener called xanthan gum. My eyes suddenly focused, and the answer to our problem flashed across my mind. Xanthan gum proved to be the key to creating the perfect gel ink formula. The team finally had a gel pen that made writing, quote, smooth like water. Sakura used the new gel ink in a pen they called Ball Sign, a portmanteau of ballpoint pens and sign pen, a term used to describe water-based felt tip pens in Japan.
皆さん、私の父はボールペンで、母はサインペンでした。そしてできた私はボールサイン。いいとことって優性遺伝。サクラボールサイン。いいとことっていい子ができた。
In the late 1980s, Sakura decided to bring the ball sign pen to the US. But market research showed Americans liked their rollerball pens and were not particularly interested in trying another brand. So Sakura decided to market Ball Sign not as a rollerball pen, but as something else entirely. Instead of calling it Ball Sign, a name that alluded to ballpoint pens, they called the gel pen Jelly Roll. As Peter Yang, Sakura of America's marketing director, noted, "Not only were we building a brand, but a whole new pen category. I forgot how many names went back and forth between Japan and America. We wanted to capture the qualities and essence of this pen in a catchy and descriptive way. We crossed our fingers when we decided on Jelly Roll." Jelly Roll was originally available in standard colors like black, blue, and red, but soon Sakura began adding more colors, including a metallic line. Initially, these pens were primarily used to create greeting cards and mark needlepoint designs on canvas. But in the late 1990s, kids realized that gel pens worked well not only on paper or canvas, but on skin. And everything changed. We'll be right back. Enjoying this video? Please consider giving it a like, a comment, or subscribing to my channel below. Thank you, and now back to the video. Word of gel pen tattoos spread quickly on schoolyards across the country. A fad was born. Gel pens became the hottest school supply and the apparent secret to being cool. An 8-year-old told reporter Mary Ethridge for the Akron Beacon-Journal, "You have to have jellies. Everyone has jellies. We draw hearts and stuff on each other." Second grader Cara Lieberman was quoted by Asra Nomani of the Wall Street Journal, "Everyone else has one, and I don't have one. They're so cool, and I'm just a little uncool." In some places, children were lining up to buy packs of pens to sell individually to their peers. Others were collecting as many colors as they could, like they were Beanie Babies. Jelly Roll saw its sales increase tenfold. And it wasn't alone. Pen maker Pentel saw success with its Milky brand, a line of pastel gel pens that wrote on black or dark paper. Its sales jumped 200%. Other companies jumped into the market. Stanford's Uni-Ball pen followed with Gellies. While Jelly Roll and Milky pursued unique colors, Uni-Ball opted to make their gel pens stand out with unique smells. The Gellies Scents line featured scented ink with the tagline, "Smell the Gel." Similarly, Zebra Pen found a unique gimmick with Super Marble, which had a trio of colors swirled inside, letting you write in 3 colors with a single pen. For kids, being able to color on themselves and each other seemed to be a big draw, something which gel pen manufacturers were conscious of but quick to distance themselves from. As you might imagine, gel pens were not approved by the Food and Drug Administration for use on skin. As Jill Nitzel, senior marketing manager for Pentel, noted, "We do not endorse the practice of writing on the skin with our products, but we are aware of this fad among kids." Gel pen makers were eager to transition kids from using gel pen on their skin to using them on paper. To that end, brands began offering adjacent products like stencils, journals, and post-its, as well as hosting writing and art contests. Such was the case in 2000 when Jelly Roll, LaFace Records, and 17 Magazine hosted the Power to Express competition. The contest asked teens to write a poem or the lyrics to the next song for an up-and-coming pop singer with magenta hair. You might be familiar with her stage name, Pink. Today, Pink is pop royalty, but she was a relative newcomer on the scene in 2000. But her first solo single, There You Go, was a big success. The Power to Express contest winner would get plane tickets, a hotel stay, and a limo ride to a backstage experience of a Pink performance, where Pink would, possibly, sing a song based on the winning lyrics or poem. Though not specified, it was probably preferred if you wrote the lyrics or poem in gel ink. The winner's work appeared in the August issue of 17 Magazine, but it seems that Jelly Roll soon realized the winning poem may have been plagiarized and it was disqualified. A new winner was selected, one whose work was, quote, touching and inspirational. Now, much like plagiarism, it didn't take long for gel pens to find themselves on the wrong side of teachers in the classroom. At first, some teachers embraced gel pens as a way to get kids excited about writing, but soon they were seen as more of a nuisance than anything else. Mike Lebsock, a 5th grade teacher, told Guy Keller of the Fresno Bee, "I noticed they were using gel pens to decorate themselves. I told them, hey guys, we can't be tattoo artists, we gotta get words down on paper." Kids would also spend a long time picking out colors, sometimes choosing ones like metallic silver or fluorescent yellow that were hard for teachers to read. And sometimes the pens would leak, staining desks and carpets. It was actually starting to interfere with our classroom work, Jerry Franz, an elementary teacher, noted. Soon schools across the country were adding gel pens to their list of banned items, alongside Pokemon trading cards, Game Boys, and scooters. At first, the ban didn't seem particularly concerning for gel pen manufacturers. As a Pentel spokesperson noted, Milky gel pens were not really intended for writing on the white paper used in schools anyway. He added, "Parents and teachers need to use discretion. If they feel it is necessary, it sounds like a good idea." But the school bans may have marked the beginning of the end of the gel pen fad. By the mid-2000s, the excitement about gel pens seemed to have dried up. Gel pens are still around today, including Jelly Rolls, though they don't have the same cachet among kids and teens as they did in the late 1990s and early 2000s. But for many, gel pens are remembered fondly as a piece of Y2K nostalgia, a reminder of a time in which a pen could unlock a whole new world of creative expression, on paper or otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel below. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.